Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I am Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says terrorism in any form, anywhere and for any reason is against humanity. Governor Ganesan underlines paramount importance of social work in addressing complex societal challenges. Administrative Training Institute calls for documentation of best practices on good governance. And Senior Medical Officer of District Hospital Dimapur Dr. Hotoka Hesso says an average of 90 to 100 new cases of HIV are detected every month in Dimapur. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has underlined that a world full of conflicts and confrontations cannot benefit anyone, and this is a time for peace and brotherhood. Inaugurating the 9th G20 Parliamentary Speakers Summit P20 at the Yashobhumi in New Delhi today, he said a divided world cannot provide solutions to the challenges present before it. He said this is a time to move forward together for the development and welfare of all. Highlighting concerns over terrorism, Modi said terrorism in any form, anywhere, and for any reason is against humanity. Underlining the age-old democratic legacy of India, Modi said the country is the largest democracy in the world with a rich history of democratic institutions. The Prime Minister added that a recent decision of the government to provide 33% reservation for women in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies will further enrich Parliament's tradition in the country. Nagaland Governor Ganesan underlined the paramount importance of social work in addressing complex societal challenges, advocating for social justice, and assisting marginalized populations. He said this while addressing the 8th graduation day of Northeast Institute of Social Science and Research NEISSR at Kohima today. Highlighting the role of educational institutions in preparing future leaders, the governor emphasized the need to teach students forward-thinking, decision-making, peace-building, and effective communication skills. To this, he acknowledged NEISSR for its unique approach of integrating youth leadership development into peace-building as part of the social work program and for promoting interfaith culture and harmony. The governor also congratulated all the graduates for their commendable achievement and encouraged them to be responsible, compassionate, and make the world a better place as they enter a new chapter in life. State Information Commissioner Nosazol Charles appreciated NEISSR for providing quality education to students and encouraged the graduates to create a positive impact on individuals and communities. He reminded them to set goals, be truthful, and show kindness towards others. Charles emphasized that the world can be unpredictable and one must play their cards well to overcome life's challenges. Administrative Training Institute ATI has called for documentation of best practices on good governance. ATI said, over the years, different departments and officers may have developed excellent practices on good governance and generated innovations resulting in efficient management of human and material resources and improved performance of the office and department and its various services. It, however, said that such practices and initiatives were not documented and remains unknown or are confined to limited spaces. The Institute, with the objective of identifying and keeping a record of such innovative practices and initiatives and to give due recognition to the departments and officers, requested the concerned departments for submission of written or visual materials from government officers or departments so that such practices can be compiled and appropriately maintained at ATI to serve as a repository of resources for reference, learning and research. The Administrative Training Institute also requested the government departments to certify the originality of their work while submitting the materials. The ATI further asked the departments to identify officers who are suitably equipped to impart training to others on the best practices and good initiatives so that emulation and replication of such innovations happen in the interest of the state, the government and the society. The departments have been requested to submit the materials by 31st of March 2024. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIA News Kohima. Senior Medical Officer Antiretroviral Therapy ART Plus Center, District Hospital Dimapur Dr. Hotoka Hesso said today that HIV is no more a dreaded disease, but it is a chronic, manageable, infectious disease. Addressing a treatment literacy workshop of ART at District Hospital Dimapur today, Dr. Hesso said people living with HIV can lead a normal life and maintain a healthy life with a regular checkup, especially to check the viral load. The SMO said ART medicines are provided free of cost, due to which there is improvement in the ART treatment. Dr. Hesso cautioned the alarming scenario of HIV/AIDS scenario in Dimapur, despite the low rate of AIDS-related deaths in the past 1 decade. He said on an average 90 to 100 new cases of HIV are detected every month in Dimapur. Out of this, 90% of the infections are transmitted through sexual routes, while infection through drugs has steadily increased to 6%. Dr. Hesso, while asserting that AIDS-related deaths have gone down, there has been an increase of known AIDS-related deaths, which includes any other diseases like cancer, liver disease, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. The Election Commission today issued notification for conduct of by-election to 43 Dapi Assembly constituency in Nagaland. With this, the electoral process has begun and the last date for filing of nominations is 20th of this month. Scrutiny of nominations will take place on 21st and the last date for withdrawal of candidature will be 23rd October. Polling to the Dapi Assembly constituency will take place on November 7 and counting on December 3. The Commission notified that the election process should be completed on or before December 5. Kohima has achieved over 95% coverage rate in the intensified Mission Indradhanush IMI 5.0 and MR elimination drive. This was informed by District Program Officer, Universal Immunization Program, Kohima, Dr. Krevilho Nakro during the meeting of Kohima District Task Force for Immunization held today at Kohima. Dr. Nakro said there are still some individuals who have not been vaccinated due to reasons such as migration, refusal, and sickness during the vaccination sessions. He, however, expressed optimism that the remaining individuals will be covered in the ongoing final round of IMI, which ends tomorrow. Dr. Nakro extended his gratitude to the administration, various line departments, and all stakeholders for their continuous support in ensuring the success of these initiatives. During the meeting, 4 vaccinators and community mobilizers were also recognized for their exceptional efforts. And in sports, the 3rd Inter-Department Badminton Tournament Kohima Edition 2023 commenced at the Nagaland Legislative Assembly Multipurpose Hall in Kohima today. Speaking at the inaugural program, Commissioner and Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, Vyasan R. urged the players to maintain discipline as sportsmen not only during the tournament but also in their everyday lives. 24 departments comprising of over 100 players are participating in the 2-day tournament. Among the participants, Pendang Jamir, a 78-year-old international player, is the oldest participant, adding a touch of uniqueness to the event. And now, 20 News, here are main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says terrorism in any form, anywhere, and for any reason is against humanity. Governor Ganesan underlines paramount importance of social work in addressing complex societal challenges. Administrative Training Institute calls for documentation of best practices on good governance. and Senior Medical Officer of District Hospital Dimapur, Dr. Hotoka Hesso says an average of 90 to 100 new cases of HIV are detected every month in Dimapur. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.